Hi there, Loy Machedo speaking to you from LoyMachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think Personal Branding. Okay, I wanted to give you today, this might come across as funny, but this is not actually a very funny incident. It's actually rather serious. Okay, it's about people wanting to come and visit my house or come down, fly down and meet me or spend time with me, or just randomly sending me messages and saying we are planning to book a flight and come down. Now, uh, some of you may not believe, some of you may not actually believe this, but this actually happens. See, there are so many kinds of human beings on this planet. I wouldn't believe if anyone would have told me that there are people willing to fly down all the way from their country, come down to Samui and wanting to spend time with me. Some of them look at me as like a guru, or, oh, I want to spend, some of them want, oh, I want to be on your YouTube channel, one videos. Some of them have that fascination. And then there are others who obviously have these kinky fetishes, which obviously I've spoken in another video. Okay. But I want to give you 3 examples in this video where it is not right. It is not right, and why it is not right. Okay. See, first and foremost, very simple common sense. Just imagine you think somebody who you don't know comes up to you and says, "Hi, how are you?" And I want to talk to you and spend time with you. And wouldn't you be like freaked out? Wouldn't you be like, "Sorry, excuse me, I don't know you." I know there are many guys, if a girl comes and talks to them, they'll be like, "Oh, wow, yes, hi," But let me tell you this, that those days of a girl just wanting to talk to you just like that are no longer safe. Today, you do not know who's talking to you, and maybe there is something dangerous. They can be a pickpocket, they can be someone psychotic, they can be, someone wants to take a gun and, distract you, and you just don't know who you're dealing with. Okay. I know we always have this crazy movie kind of things that we see. This girl talks to you and then, there's passionate sex. My dear, even if there is passionate sex, the person can have STD, the person can be, can have some disease, something can be wrong with them. You just don't know. So with me, I'm no longer the young buck that I was, 20-year-old, who would want to meet a girl and take things on as an adventure. Today, I'm a family man. I have a wife, I have a small little baby girl. And I'm not going to entertain anybody who says, I want to meet you or meet your family. In fact, I find it, I don't know how people don't find this abnormal. Guys are telling me, I want to kiss your baby. Guys, men. Ladies, okay, I'm like, yeah, I understand you love too much. Okay, lady wants to kiss a baby. There are men, grown-ass men, oh, I want to kiss and hug your baby girl. I'm sorry, I don't find that very appropriate. You might be saying it out of love and all that, but you just don't go around being a male, hugging someone, expressing, I want to hug and kiss and smooch your baby girl. It doesn't sound appropriate. There are many of these Indian videos I've seen online. A girl who's blonde, she's walking, and this man, fat Indian man with a mustache, he comes and gives her a rose and he does this. What are you doing? This is not love. This is, you're looked upon as a pedophile. What are you doing? I find that very sick and very disturbing. So there are these people who want to come down and meet me. And I'll give you these 3 incidents. The first one was, I had gone for my run for a long distance. Okay, I remember, if you see my previous videos, I go almost like 2 kilometers uphill. Okay, so as I was doing that, it seems a group of girls came outside and they saw my wife hanging clothes or whatever, and they say, "Hey, ma'am, how are you?" and all that. And my wife was like, "Who's this?" Because obviously they were not Thai. They were, a bunch of Indians and mix. So she asked them, yes. And she said, "Loy stays here?" She said, "Yes." "Where is he? We want to meet him," and all that. She said, "He's not here." She thankfully, she didn't tell them that I went for my run. She said, "He's not here. He's gone out." "Oh, okay. When will he be back?" So she said, you can give your number. We'll contact you. Okay, okay. We are here for a short time. Thank you. So thankfully they went. Thankfully, by the time I came back, I think I came back around 35 minutes or something later. And then my wife said, some girls, for a minute I thought, like, what the hell, girls, because here I'm staying and there are no girls who know me. So I was like, is it my ex or something? As I said, what girls? So she said, some girls were saying they see your video, they want to meet you, they want to take video. I said, for what? I was not at all happy. My wife was like, so girls want to meet you. Oh, my sexy husband. I said, it's not funny. I made her understand it's not at all funny, and it's whether it's a guy or girl. It's for me, it's serious. I said no, don't entertain and don't nothing. And then obviously, thankfully, I had my camera and security all over the house. Those girls did come back again, and I told my wife, just say I'm not there. They came back again once more, and I refused to go out. Okay, I refused to show that I was in the house. Thankfully, they listened. See, this is not right. Please try to understand, coming to someone else's house for photographs, it's you might see, for those of you who are not into this line of work, may think, wow, celebrities are, it's not celebrity, it's worrisome. In fact, the second one was this guy. He sends me a message on Facebook, and he tells me, hey Loy, bro, I'm a big fan of yours, this and that. Okay, fine. Bro, I thought I'll ask you before coming. I said, yeah. He's saying, I'm coming to Samui to spend time with you. I'm like, spend time with me for what? He's like, no, I want to be with you. I want to spend time with you. I want to chew your brains. I want to, walk with you the same place. I want to walk with you. I want to be with you in your video. I said, for what? He's saying, no, I admire you so much, Loy. And he actually said, I love you. I love you. You're like my mentor. And I said, boss, listen, I appreciate all this, this respect and all that, but this seriously creeps me out. Okay. I told him, this really creeps me out that I love you and this and that. I said, I understand that you adore me, but I do not spend time with people. I do not meet people unless I know them personally or they are my client for many years. And if I have to meet anyone, I've kept a very high bracket, which if you see my interviews, said, you want to meet me, 5,000 US dollars. Okay, this guy, I didn't even want to hear that, oh, I'm ready to. I don't think he would give $5,000 anyway. He didn't look like that kind of guy. I said, but even for now, I'm not meeting anyone, please. And if I have to meet, you have to be on a waiting list, you have to pay $5,000. I give him all that to him. I just don't want to meet. Basically, I don't want to meet anyone. It's not that, oh, Loy, stop bluffing that 5,000. I don't want to meet. That's why I've kept that ceiling of $5,000. But yes, there are people who do pay me that kind of money. But there are very few, very, very few. I mean, who the hell would want to fly down today when you can Zoom and Skype and all that? Okay. So when someone does say, Loy, I'm ready to pay money to meet you, means there is something, it's not something. The only other person who I've met like this, I think there are only two who I've met, and those people I know from childhood. Okay. Even my other relatives, far relatives who have actually come down here, I've refused to meet them. Just FYI. Okay. And the last, if not the least, the final one, which was really disturbing for me, was this guy. He has actually posted on my, on my YouTube channel under the name Namaste India. Okay, and this is an incident that actually happened. What he says here is, I wanted to talk with this guy in subway of Suvarnabhumi Airport. He was trying to ignore me. He's talking about me, okay? He was trying to ignore me. Seems to be that he became very famous guy in Samui Island. Yes, I can see in YouTube. Respect those people who deserve it. I've been there 22 years in Thailand, but whenever I meet with Indian people, I feel as my brother from India. But this guy thinking he is not from India, Karnataka is part of India. Okay, fine. I want to address this. Now, it's not me attacking him personally. Thankfully, he has not put his name. Okay. Now, let me give you an understanding of what exactly happened. The incident he's talking about is me and my wife. We had traveled from Suvarnabhumi, okay, airport, and we were flying to her village. We were flying down to her village. So there was this stopover that was in Suvarnabhumi Airport. Now it's normally 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours stopover. Okay. So my wife decided that she wanted to go and eat food in a Thai based restaurant. She likes Thai food. Okay. Thai food or Korean food or Japanese food. She has specific preferences. But for me, I've always eaten Thai food since I've been here. I wanted to eat something different. So I decided I would search and figure out something. KFC was there. And lo and behold, I saw Subway. Subway is not available here in Samui. So I decided I'll go to Subway. So I told my wife, I'll go to Subway. You take care of yourself and the baby. So I walked to Subway and, obviously Subway, I'm looking at the menu there and I want to choose something. And there I remember this guy was there and he was, standing there. Obviously, you tend to see so many people in the airport. Suvarnabhumi is quite busy. So I could clearly make out that he looked like an Indian. So obviously, I'm not the type of guy. If I see an Indian, hey, you're from India, I'm from India, India. No, I don't jump at people. Even if I see an Arab, even if I see some Saudi or UAE, I don't go jump on people. Hey, you're Indian, I'm Indian. You're UAE, I'm UAE. No, I mind my own business. I'm here to mind my own business. That's how people should be. So I was looking at the menu. I saw the guy. He smiled. I'm looking, and then if I recollect, he walked up to me and said, "You're from YouTube or something like that." He said, "You have YouTube?" I said, "Yeah, yes. I have a YouTube channel." And he said, "Oh, I see your videos and all that." I said, I appreciate. Now, my mind is more towards the menu. Okay. Because the person in front of me is finished. Now, obviously, I have to order next. I think he already took his order. So I was like, yeah, just I'm looking at him. I want to place my order. So I said, just give me a minute. I think that's what I said. I'm not too sure. So yes, I ordered my sandwich of what I wanted. And then obviously he was there and, we exchanged some pleasantries. He said, I watch your turn. And he said, can I take a photo with you? And I obliged. Okay, fine. You want to take a photograph? I don't mind. Took a photo here and there, something. Okay, fine. Finished. And I think I did mention to him that I never stayed in India. I was in Dubai all these years. And I also did tell him that my content online is kind of controversial. It is not one of those pleasing, happy stuff. So I assumed he understood that. And I was very polite, very courteous. And we said bye-bye. That's about it. Um, we did exchange numbers. Although I do not like to keep in touch with people who are apart from my clients and the people who are close to me. I mean, I'm not into chatting with someone. Hey, how are you? Oh, bro, friend. I mean, I don't have time for all this. If you actually look at it right now, it's almost 5 in the morning and I'm making a video. I don't have time for, if you notice all these years, I've never gone for clubs. I've not gone socializing, nothing. I like my privacy. Okay. So we are done. Now, I don't know what this guy was expecting. And this was, I think, hardly a couple of months ago. And now this guy actually has the gall and the audacity to mention that I wanted to talk to this guy in Subway. He was trying to ignore me. Man, I don't know who the fuck are you, man. I don't know who are you. I mean, you wanted to talk to me and I was ignoring you. I don't know who you are. So how do you even call it ignore? It's like when I don't know people and they're walking around. It's like, am I ignoring them? I don't know them. So I don't know you. That is number one. I don't even know your name. I don't even know how you look, if you ask me. Okay. And he seems to be a very famous guy in some way. I don't consider myself famous. It's just that people who watch my content might consider me famous. And my fame is limited to the people in Dubai, the Middle East, and a few from India. If you actually see, the subscriber base is hardly 50,000. The number of people who watch my videos, 500 to maybe 500 views, whatever. So I don't know if you call that famous. Yes, I'm a little known than an average person, but I don't consider myself famous. Okay. This is your interpretation that I'm famous on the island of Samui. Yeah. You could say famous because maybe nobody has these tattoos or this looks. Okay. Yes, I can see you on YouTube. Respect to those people deserve. Look, here's another thing. I don't give a fuck whether you respect me or don't respect. I don't care. I don't know you. You don't matter to me. Your respect, your opinion, nothing matters to me. You're a nothing and nobody to me, just as I'm a nothing and nobody to you. So whether you respect me or don't respect, I don't care. The only thing I care about is my clients and the money that I make because I need to feed my family. Then he says, I've been there for 22 years in Thailand. So, so you're just a foreign worker who's working. So is that a something to, be like I stayed 40 years in UAE? Who cares? Then whenever I meet Indian people, I feel as my brother in India. Yeah, this is your problem. Your sense of entitlement and your belief system that when you're from India, hey, you India, I India, 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 brother, brother, what? Man, educated people, people with class, people with something to do in life, they don't go on jumping on others. If you actually, to share with you, when I was at the Apple store in Bangkok, after meeting with my business client, I was shopping for my, the headset and the watch and the Apple accessories that I was buying. I got this well-educated, well-presentable guy and girl who met me and they started to chat up with me. They were from, I think, Mumbai. And we spoke. And even though I was tired, I still did speak to them. And they were very nice. They were very courteous. And they said, we don't agree with all your views, but we definitely watch your videos. And I enjoyed speaking to them. And we did speak for nearly 1.5 hours. So if you have interactions like those, you don't mind it. But when you have a self-entitled idiot, idiot is the right word, who, oh, you have to not ignore me. I'm your fan. You have to stop. Take your self-entitlement somewhere else. And then he has the audacity to bitch about all this under my own channel. And then he says, but this guy thinking is not from India. I've made it very clear. I have an Indian passport, but I've hardly stayed in India. So what do you want me to say? I'm from India. I'm from India. But if you ask me anything, where is what? I don't know. I don't even know what is a Aadhaar card. I don't know what is what are the documentation of the Aadhaar card. I don't know what are the formalities to open a bank account in India. How do you settle down? Where do you pay the electricity? I don't know anything. I don't even know what is the rents that they charge. I don't know which place to stay. Nothing. So what can I say about India? If I say I'm from India, what do I tell you about India? It's crazy. And Karnataka is apart from India. Yeah, my mother is from Bangalore. My real father was from Kochi, Kerala. Both the places which I've just visited as a holiday. My stepfather is from Damaskati, which is Bangalore. There's nothing else I know. So what do you want me to do? So what are you trying to imply that, oh, he's from India, but he doesn't want to show he's from India? The people like these, I think they have a very sad, sorry life where they don't feel special and they just want to feel special. So that is why they go around trolling other people and chewing their brains. Anyway, I wanted to address this because I just think people are fucking idiots, man. So my request to you is, please, look, there are so many better things you can do rather than wanting to come and meet me for out of all the things on this planet. Wanting to meet, yes, there have been girls who were fascinated about sex and they were the hippie types, and there was even some of my relatives who flew down and just surprised me, and I refused to meet them. I seriously refused to meet my own relatives because I'm like, when my whole life you never interacted with me. Now that I'm settled down here, you want to on a holiday come down and meet me and me become your tour guide? Sorry, go fuck you. Go take up someone else. And then there were these this one family actually came down here. And said, my son and daughter want to meet you, spend time with you. They booked a hotel nearby. I'm not going to give you the name of the hotel. I was like, so what do you want me to do? No, I'll pay you money. No, I'm sorry. I just can't meet you. And then finally it is these girls and now this guy who wants to chat and meet. Please don't do this. It's not right. It's not polite. It's not acceptable. Okay. And especially this guy needs a life. This guy needs a friend. This guy needs something to do. I don't know what the hell was he expecting me to hug him and spend time with him and cozy with him and take photos and tell him I love you and you're my brother. That's stupid. That's why seriously I don't travel. And even if I do travel, I like to be quiet, private. Photographs, courtesy, fine. Okay, can do. I prefer not. I just want to mind my own business and do my own work. This is a job. This, what I'm doing, is a job. This is not, oh, I want to be famous. Fame, I've told you, fame is like a double-edged sword. I'm only interested in the money. I'm not interested in all this famous and all this bullshit. So if he takes it personally, that's his bloody problem. He's nothing and nobody to me. I don't know where these people, uneducated people lacking common sense, come from. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? Would you go and meet some unknown stranger and spend time with them? Come on, man. Anyway, good, bad, ugly. Comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.